Buhari continues to falter, APC mounts pressure on Tinubu to run for president, and this is the reason. Words filtering out of the inner caucus of the APC indicates that the party is working seriously on agreeing on a strong candidate whose antecedents can restore some confidence back into the policy. The thinking is that with the president, Muhammadu Buhari, struggling to deliver and convince Nigerians that he is still capable of taking us out of the woods, APC wants to begin preparations well ahead of the 2023 presidential elections and present an influential candidate that can keep them in power. And for now, Asiwaju Bola Tinubu appears to be the best man for the job. But as you must expect of a man of Asiwaju status, he cannot possibly be loved by everybody. This is not his own making. That is the way nature works all over the world. You do not rise to become one of the most politically powerful men to come out of the African continent and not make a few enemies along the way. But I can tell you for a fact that the man fondly referred to as the Lion of Babylon has far more friends and admirers than he has enemies. And one can imagine how distasteful his enemies must have found this little piece of disturbing rumor. For the unwise among them, they might be quick to dismiss this story with a wave of the hand, thinking it is nothing but Asiwaju's wishful thinking. But the wise know better. They know they have every reason to be disturbed. The word out there is political circles is that if you choose to underestimate Tinubu, then you are doing so at your own peril. If you are still doubting his massive political influence, then go to Jada village in Adamawa State and ask a certain Atiku Abubakar to share his experience with you. Or better still, knock on the door of the former Senate President Bukola Saraki. He's yet to recover from the APC tsunami that swept him out of office in Kwara State. The entire electoral coup that took place in the Kwara State was the mastermind of the master political strategist himself, Bola Tinubu, and his loyalists in the Kwara State APC. Without a doubt, this unexpected rumor making the rounds is music to the ears of those who admire Tinubu and respect everything that he has accomplished and stands for. His legacies are there for all to see. Therefore, when the complete story of the June 12 saga and the democracy we lay claim to today is told, Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu's name will be etched in pure gold. Even those who loathe him are well aware of humongous sacrifices he made to see that the June 12 mandate given to the late business mogul and winner of the June 12 presidential elections, Chief MKO Abiola, was not in vain. He, along with several others, asked his life and that of his family in the struggle for the actualization of the democracy we have liberty to witness today. While on exile for several years, running away from the military junta at the time, Bola Tinubu threw everything he had into struggle, including his resources and his freedom. Everyone who was part of the struggle then attests to the fact that Jagaban Bogu was one of the people they looked up to during those dark days for strength, inspiration, and direction. It was only befitting that some years down the line, the people of Lagos State would show him profound gratitude by voting him into office as the 12th governor of Lagos State in 1999. He served Lagos for 2 glorious terms, and within the period of 8 years while he was governor, Lagos State witnessed an unprecedented transformation that has remained the benchmark of successful governors to follow. The state grew in leaps and bounds economically shortly after he assumed office, with only a meager 600 million IGR at his disposal at the time he came into office. Asiwaju turned around the fortunes of Lagos State, and today the state boasts of over 30 billion IGR per month. No wonder Lagos is ranked as the 5th largest economy in Africa and the most financially independent state in the country. That it appears Lagos is on auto run today is to the ingenuity of Bola Tinubu. He has raised worthy successors who have continued to impress Lagosians by taking the fortunes of the state a couple of notches higher than they met it, bringing it to fruition Asiwaju's blueprint for a modern and mega Lagos. It must be mentioned that Tinubu's greatest strength remains the political structure he has built for himself, which runs across the length and breadth of the nation's political landscape. He has raised men and women of substance who are making exploits in different capacity of governance of all over the country, and his philanthropy is legendary. It is often said that if you are a pauper and you get the good fortune of meeting Asiwaju one-on-one, that is the day you will bid poverty a final farewell in your life. He has transformed many lives and he is not slowing down. Yet, it is almost easy to see that the man enjoys a sense of fulfillment and gratification whenever he puts a smile on somebody's face. It is no wonder, therefore, that there are calls emerging from different quarters asking him to take a shot at the presidency come 2019. From prominent members of the APC to ordinary Nigerians, the calls are coming in torrents. For some of these people, they feel Asiwaju has earned the right to become president of Nigeria as is perhaps today regarded as one of the most outstanding of the men who fought for us to have true democracy today. They believe Jagaban Bogu has paid his dues. Some others who have no sufficient information regarding Asiwaju's invaluable contributions to the actualization of democracy in Nigeria hinge their position on the mass phenomena transformation of Lagos State. They argue that given the experience and remarkable success as governor of a state regarded as possibly the most populous in the country and in the African continent, Asiwaju has the right pedigree to enable him run a country successfully, and with his incredible success at the last general election, helping APC to clinch most of the coveted position up for grabs, including the presidency against all odds. Many believe he deserves to be given a chance. Interestingly, so far as the calls for an Asiwaju for President 2023 continue to rise and the pressure continues to mount on him, the man at the center of it all is yet to make the faintest move that will indicate any strong interest in the country's coveted office. He has not said a word. Some of the party's prominent members have gone out of their way at different fora to encourage their leader to step out and take a shot at the presidency come 2023. The Pan-Yoruba group, Afenifere, led by Senator Ayo Fasomi, are solidly behind Asiwaju for president and are ready and willing to give him the necessary backing should Jagaban decide to bow to pressure. Yes, he remains unmoved. But the $1 million question is, will Asiwaju bow to pressure? Will he yield to the yearnings of those calling him to step up to the plate? Everyone is waiting. Everyone is watching. Wow. Yeah, guys, this article is written by Wale Lawal, the love doctor. I think this is just a kind of a campaigning for him, just trying to prepare people's mind. You don't need to come and tell anybody, oh, he did this, he did that. Something that's the first thing I really want to talk about as a Buhari continues to falter, making some mistakes. So they agree. People know that with all the hype they gave Buhari then, I don't know whether Nigerians will see fall for that. From this article, from this writer, I just believe that trying to hype Bola Tinubu. Of course, all of those things that he said, they're quite true. But the issue now is that will that be transformed to people accepting him? Because even in Lagos, they're talking about, when they boast of Lagos, IGR. But see the state of Lagos now. See how everything is with that kind of amount of money, and yet the whole place is just like that. That one is a different ballgame entirely. Now he talked about a democracy. With what we are seeing now, somebody who really fought for democracy, and now the whole world is seeing the way this present administration, which is even their party, his own party, is even the national chairman, our national chairman or the national leader of the party. He's the national leader of the party, whether chairman leader, but he's the overall leader of the party as we speak. And yet this kind of a thing, this impunity, disobedience to court order is the order of the day. And you are telling me the man fought for democracy, the manner at which he fought for democracy, that he was talking there, that he was running a task, and that is what is happening. A lot of people cannot even talk because this is military era in disguise. And Punch has come out to say it categorically that they will start to refer to Buhari now as Major General, because every of his action is the same thing with the military era. So what are we talking about? And the same man that this writer is talking about, oh, he loved democracy, he did this and that, he fought for democracy that we are enjoying, and yet something of that nature is happening now, and they cannot say anything. He cannot even come as categorically, irrespective if really, it's patriotic according to what they are telling us. If really it's patriotic, no matter whose us is God, no matter who is doing what, since it's your party, if really you are sincere, you come out and say it. You come out and say it, even if it's going to cost your whatever presidential ambition. Of course, he has not even come out to say, oh, I really want to run. But with all of this boboing, people coming from every nook and crannies, this and this, they are the one pushing him. If he wants to run, he will come out and say he wants to run. Because if you are not prepared to be the leader, people are just pushing you just because they see one or two things. Of course, you can be good in other areas. But when it comes to the nitty-gritty of, governance, the person might not be good. The person might just be good. Okay, let me just be behind. I'll be supporting people. I'll be projecting people. It could be that maybe that is the kind of a person that person is. The person will be able to do better in that area. But when you bring the person, okay, come and do the whole thing now, because we feel that you are capable. And that's why we make mistakes a lot of time. A lot of people have their area of specialization. You can imagine maybe by the time he comes to be the president, he will not be able to do much. The same thing, the hype they gave this present administration, especially the president, Muhammadu Buhari, the hype was something else. But after 4 years, everybody got to know, the secrets of the whole thing. Everything became open. The man, the kind of person the president is. And now the second time again, we can see it. It's just, just there for everybody to see. And now a lot of them are regretting. They cannot come out and say it. A lot of them are ashamed because the way they supported this president. That is not the way it is. A lot of people are even ashamed. But some people are bold to say it. I made mistake in the first time, but the second time, I try to, distance myself. I never thought that this man could not really even deliver. But people who are psychophants, they will tell you, oh, he's delivering. And the same thing, he said, go to Adamawa, go to Kwara and all of that. Okay, what of Lagos State? See what is happening in Lagos State. And there's one mindset that people has towards this man, which cannot be erased. This issue of a bullion van, this issue of they're acquiring everything in Lagos. That is, it has spread all over the place, and that is the mindset of people. I don't know where this particular person is really getting his own fat from, because from what we can see. And somebody, I overheard one security man, the man was on Channels TV, and he was talking about this social media of a thing. He said it is very, very wrong for the government to say they want to regulate it. That if you want to get the heart of the people, if you want to know the real thing, go on social media. You know what is happening. You will know what is happening. That they are supposed to use it, to their own advantage. But for you to now say, oh, you want to regulate it, you want to the extent you want to put a death penalty on it, they are making a grievous mistake. The man said he's always on social media, but he sees everything, he reads everything, but he does not contribute. And a lot of people are like that. They don't even contribute, but they go through the what is it called, the comments of people, the reactions of people, and that is just it. So if you really want to know what is happening, go and check what is happening. Forget all those ones that they always give two cups of rice, one packet of granuts, and one bole there. Forget it. We are not talking of all those ones, because majority of all those ones, they don't even know their right from their left, because they don't even know that the people they are praising, they are the ones oppressing them. And the so-called elites that are even coming to meet all these people, the majority of them are psychophants. They just want to get what they want to get, and that is just it. So in my opinion, if he wants to run, let him come. He will come and test his popularity. Forget all of those hype of a thing. We've heard about all this hype before now, and at the end of the day, where are we? Where have we found ourselves? A lot of people are regretting that these are the things that we are experiencing with all the manner of things. Oh, integrity, this and that, this and this. Now we can see all of those things by ourselves. So when it gets to that time, we will know if really is ready. Then we go and test his popularity. That's just my own opinion. But with all this on there, he did this. He might be good in all of those things, but when you talk of to be a president, it's a different ball game entirely. You might be good in coordinating people, projecting people, doing all manner of things. Fine, but it's a different ball game entirely when you are now the leader. That people have to work under you. How you are going to manage it now? depends your ability, and that is when you now know the real person. So guys, leave your comments below in the comment section and let's hear your own take.